right, bring us some edification through the Spirit. The Trump presidency, what it is, you know, what it's really about, what it's leading to, and that's the image of the beast, apparently. You know, this is something that was being spoke about, you know, amongst, you know, the Akim here, some months ago, some months back at this point. Something I was bringing out through something that I seen the Elder Tahar he put out, which is a video. It seemed like no one minded, but for particular reasons. But it was some information that was presented in the video he used just to make a point. You know, he was getting at a particular moment, or at throughout it. And it was dealing with some stuff that Trump was saying. You know, so through the Spirit, though he was using these things to some sarcastically or of no importance based off how you may have took it, he still used like factual information was presented. It was in regards to a video that was covering Trump and his campaign, you know, months back, which I'm gonna show that video in a second, but I'll drop the link to the video that I'm talking about from the Elder Tahar. I can pull it up, and through it I was like, wow, you know, this is interesting that Trump saying this. You know, the whole "Make America Pray Again." You know, especially, you know, with the just where my senses was at in the Spirit based off the particular, where I was at my life at that particular moment. My senses was just way heightened, coming out of a car accident and dealing with, Esau. So, and pretty much being pushed to see to be a more discernment, to get more locked in, to be reminded. So my senses was high, my spiritual senses was high. So I ended up seeing that video, like, everything is way more alarming, and I presented it to, brothers through the Spirit, just to see what men would say, brothers would say, and no one really knew what I was getting at with it. I'm gonna just show the video real quick. Okay, this is the video right here. Bishop Nate was right 7 months ago. The MOTB is, Christianity, but obviously he was using sarcasm there. But nonetheless, his video was covering a video which was here of Trump promoting the Bible, in which he was saying certain things I'm saying, which we'll get, so coming back, like I said, to the whole point, which is, we're finishing off this before I get to the whole point, which is talking about the essence, of all this point. Like, through that video, you'd be like, okay, this is what the video about, but I'm more so looking at what he's, using for his video. And my senses went up on that. And in that, Trump talking about making people pray again. So, making America pray again. Now, this is going to be really an ongoing thing, because it's heavily layered when it comes to this whole image of the beast topic, um, as far as um, it being a plan, what that plan, of the elites, where that plan comes from, you know, which really goes back to the Bible and how far in in the Bible. It's just so many things, you know what I'm saying, and onward to, because that's not even dealing with the mark. That's not dealing with the number and ain't none of that. This is just talking about the image. And so I was basically saying through what I received, it seems like if Trump was to win president, because this was months ago, right? I actually was talking to Akim about this. Brought this to Akim for the first time. Let's see if I can get a date. Basically around September, early September. September 1st to be exact. I can show, messages and whatnot. Yeah, September. Really before September. August. So like the end of August. And wasn't able to bring it out, further go into it, but with Akim here. The brothers that, I directly labor with, and so forth. But nonetheless, man, this is all we've been going over. So basically what's been being talked about is emotion, and that is what I have to bring before the congregation. It's something to be on alert for, So through what I took from it, right, as far as what Trump was saying, one, Trump was promoting an image. Two, the image was heavily based in use of the Bible. You can call it Christianity. Christianity already here, but use of the Bible. Right? Being aligned with, associated with God, I'll say. And that's what I'm going to actually title the video. Because that's ultimately what I summed it up to be. Through the Spirit. I believe showing me that. And again, this is going to be dealing with the image. How did I word it? The title will come back to me, but it's basically the promoting the image, another Jesus. It's the fullness of that was said by the apostles, of old, ancient, which is how there will be another Jesus, but I'll get into that, another Yahushua, another Messiah being pushed. Is instances, it could be cases of that going on. Some more extreme than others, and I believe this is this will be the finest. The Spirit is showing through the scriptures, through fruits of people in the earth, the rulers that be, the elites, that this will be the final, the highest level and the final level for that. Because there's a lot you can do with that. So why not make the image, why not make the thing to control people, the image of God, like the image of, why not, get the control of people through pushing forth something they say is aligned with God. like on a fine, like on a far, a heavy a heavy scale, a heavy level. What other thing is more powerful than that? See what it's been doing for people years. People disconnected, but this is the final hurrah. Right? They're gonna double back on it because this is what was going on in the beginning with these people. So when you actually go, and this is something that was actually co-signed, which I'll get right here, through this brother, this elder brother, Pashai. He said the image of God, right, this will come out basically a month after this was presented. And I don't talk to this brother, not in communication with this brother, this elder brother, at all. And it's just the spirit, what's truth is truth. The image of the beast, it's no coincidence. The image of the beast is Esau playing God, which is ultimately what I was presenting, So I'll make that clear as I go on, and I'll just get this thumbnail so you can see what he pretty much further went into, which when you go back here, right here, he goes into this, going into Ouroboros, right? He's saying this is the image of the beast is Esau playing God, right? This is being revealed through what Meta is putting before everybody, period. Which is something that go back to Serpent, so forth, Serpent line with dragon, period, man. So that this has already been witnessed, this is being witnessed. It's becoming plain, clear. So again, what's going on with the Trump? This will be edification going into what's going on with this Trump presidency, what it means, what it's going to lead to. What's the purpose of it? Why did it happen? Because he might be the one to get this whole system going through the pushing of image of the beast, first and foremost. So going ahead getting into this now. Now when you read this chapter, right, I'm going to just skim through this, make this quick. It says the beast from the sea, Revelation 13:1. And I stood up upon the sand of the sea, right? And I stood up upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the earth. No, I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns, I'm not going to go into none of this in detail because my point is in verse 11 through 15. All right, mainly 15. That's the point. All right, but it starts in 11. But I'm gonna read this because it's something. It's the things I'm gonna say once I get to 11 through 15 will be backed up by what's said. It's actually being backed up by what was said in the 1st through the 10th verse. All right, of this chapter. So again, this is headed. Look, the beast from the sea. We're gonna go into that word beast too. Now it says, and I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw like unto a leopard, and his feet was as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon, right? Let me read that again. The beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet was as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power. Clear to understand. Separate. Some imperative to understand is the difference. The dragon, not the beast. The dragon is the one running everything. The beast is something else. Something that's became in the earth. Right? It's dealing with different components of stuff. But we'll get there. It says, in his seat right? And the dragon gave him power and his seat. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast. So it's a part of this beast that came back, that was taken down. It says, and they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. See that? Because this beast is associating or accrediting its power, right, or is aligning itself with this dragon. So it's accrediting what its greatness back to this dragon, you know, and the dragon just really being the so-called white man, these elites that it, you know, that to be, which we'll get into. It says, and the dragon, you know, their whole infrastructure, their whole, you know, is through, it's, in essence, is Satan, you know, but a likened unto a dragon, right? It became likened unto a dragon through the vessels of certain men on the earth, right? The basis of men. It says, and power was given unto him to continue. Let me read it again. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him. Exactly, because this beast is nothing more than it's basically, in essence, the statue of Nebuchadnezzar. Because when you go into the word beast, which I'll get later, and you get in the etymology of it, it tells you it's a monster. And when you get the etymology of the word monster, right? When you go into the word beast initially, just a Google, the synonyms to it is monster, and you get the etymology of monster. It's crazy. And it's going to literally, I don't want to jump too early, because it's going to back up these things I'm saying now. It's going to back up everything I'm about to go on and say. Right? The beast is nothing more than different components. Verse 2. And the beast, which I saw, was likened unto a leopard, and his feet was as of a bear. That's the same thing as the statue. The statue that Nebuchadnezzar dreamed of was representing different heathen rulerships or empires who are different races, different ways of going about obtaining whatever, having rule and having a kingdom, you know, to where people can have or not, whatever. That was seen, right, made clear in the dividing of them by each of them being seen as different materials or metals, from gold to silver to ivory, mire, and clay, so forth. You know, I believe that's gone into in Daniel 2 and Daniel 3, right? Now, when you read on, because like I said, I ain't going to break none of that down and go into none of that detail, because it's not the point. But this is why they're saying this, because it says, and they worship the dragon. These are regular people who gave power unto the beast, and they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him. Who can beef with this? Who can have a problem? So it's basically like this one world rulership where everything works for everybody. See that? And the everybody will be the heathen, because the Israelites didn't have a part, right, in a monstrosity, a creation like this, a setting up of something like this. It was the setting up of different empires through Satan, through this dragon. But from what point? Well, that's why I says this can really be an ongoing topic, and it will be, because this stems back the plan that they have now, right? But when you get that word war, right, who is able to make war? Because we know the plans now, the people, you know, that had this one world government, one world religion, all this. Look, when you get into that word war.
Strong's G 4170, polymeo.
Right, polymeo. it says warfare to war, carry on war. Now I believe when I got into this word, I went straight into the word war. Just want to so bear with me for a moment. Dispute, quarrel, battle. Now you get into the word quarrel, that's the root word. That's the meaning of the root word, which is this word.
Strong's G 4171. Polymos.
And it's heavy because when you read right here in Matthew 24:6, and you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, that's from all the different, that's through the about dealing with, that's about the different countries and people, heathen countries, and they got their little stuff going on, warring against each other, in regards to their own betterment or for the betterment of a group of them that may be aligned, who outnumber everybody, who wants everybody to just make, that type of stuff. So a time is going to come where it says this dragon is going to give power to this beast, to where people are going to be like, who is able to make war with the beast? They so with this beast that's set up, because why? It's nothing to quarrel about. Because why? This beast is comprised of, in simplicity, and plainness, all of these peoples, all their doctrines and beliefs, these heathens, that is.
Quarrel.
When you get the word quarrel, a heated argument or disagreement typically about a trivial issue and between people who are usually on good terms. Now, when you read out, look, there's nothing to disagree about. So this is dealing with a matter of doctrine and philosophy, a way of life. Who is able to disagree with this beast? It works. It's comprised of everything. I like the bear. I'm about, bear-like traits. But I'm about, the leopard-like traits. Which these different animals through Daniel was describing different heathen kingdoms. From the leopard to the bear, all of that. Different countries. But it's like, you're about that, I'm about this, but they're together, so it's, I could just love the beast. What I'm about is actually included in this, yeah. And this whole chapter is dealing with what? Politics. When you go on and read about the 13th chapter, man. When you go on and read on in the 13th chapter. All right. Salaki. Falling out, contention is nothing to potential, squabble about. These are synonyms. Altercation, brawl, tussle, uproar. Look, war of words. War of words. War of words. Misunderstanding. A shouting match. They like, man, it's nothing even. Who can quarrel with the beast? Like, who can have a problem with this? Because the physical wars only come away by what? War of wars, things not being agreed on. Hence, quarrels. But you can't even get to that point if we not even quarreling in the war of words, which leads to physical wars. So that's why the Lord talked about what? You're going to hear wars and commotions. Be not terrified. You know what I'm saying? For these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. That's Luke 21:9. All right. Now, with that being said, so that's what these peoples, who's going to be in support of these countries, is going to try to keep what the devil, these devils, Satan, through the spiritual demon, through Satan, set up, wants going, so he can keep going, if you will, right? It says, all is going back to the world to whom it belongs, to the one it belongs, and that's Esau. Now reading on, man, it says, and they worship the dragon. Give me a second. Okay, so continuing on, you got what verse is this? Yeah, it's verse 4 again. So, well, I'm gonna just read on to verse 5. So that's what that's dealing with. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, "Who is like unto the beast? Who's able to make war with him?" That's the one world government, the one world religion, one world rulership, all these different things, you know, which this dragon is going to be able to get done. Right? Now it says, and there was given unto him, right? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God. So the Lord is allowing all of this, you know, just like he allowed Nebuchadnezzar, who had the dream dealing with what the future will look like. It's going to be more, you know, you're going to kick this off, right? But all of these heathens, they're going to, you just pull up. All these heathens, they're going basically continue, you know, this. They basically like in a way gonna continue like what you of. But then it's gonna be brought to an end, you know, by something that's not even of this, something outside of this, which is that rock. You know, Yahweh Shah, ultimately, you know, the church, you know, the body of believers, you know, who through faith would overcome, you know, war in a different way. Say otherwise to the things that everybody's agreeing with. These will be the people outside of that. And through doing that, that will bring way of this rock forming. You know, that will dash this latter end of this heathen statue. You know, was nothing more than a timeline of heathen empires. You know, dash it at the end part of it when it's divided, you know, and at its weakest. Rome 2.0 and bring it to naught. You know? So again, look, and then when you read verse 6, it says, and he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. See, and them that dwell in heaven. See? So what was it? It says, okay, so this beast, ultimately speaking of words of this dragon, you know, the serpent is of the serpent energy, you know, dragon energy. Anyway, and basically, and got the brother Mahar. He just tuned in, so we're gonna have the brother Mahar. You saw that. You know, pretty much in with the lesson as well. But nonetheless, continuing this, because like I said, this is something that we've been talking about, you know, amongst ourselves for a while, you know, and starting to manifest. But nonetheless, continuing, it says, and he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. So this is not of God. Though people don't have a problem with it, they believe it's the best thing ever. Is you know, to where they like, who can war with it? Who can have a beef with it? Who can have a problem with this? God, the Heavenly Father, the believers, those that's not of the statue. You know, Yahweh Shah, who people call Jesus, he's gonna come back in war. He gonna finish off what was prophesied for him to come back, not only finish off, but come back and correct. Because this has a heavy inception. You know? Now when you read on, it says, and he opened his mouth and blasphemy against God, right? To blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, right? Who's his tabernacle? That's us. You as a believer, and them that dwell in heaven, not them that dwell in the earth. But it's crazy because when you get into this, it's gonna deal with this gonna show you with the dragon that this is really of the dragon, and you gotta remember what that dragon is of, because it says basically what is it? And his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. These people being deceived. Because when you read, how I say in Revelation, the 12th chapter, one to you that dwell in the 8th verse, that dwell in heaven, you can get it.
Verse 9.
Yeah, I mean that dwell in the earth, you got it.
Okay, let me get that. That's 12.
Yeah, 12 and 12.
Revelation 12 and 12 says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them." It says, "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time."
What verse is that?
Revelation chapter 12, verse 12.
12 and 12. Yeah, exactly. So you people being deceived, When you jump to verse 9, to tell you that these people are going to be deceived. You got it.
Yeah, Revelation 12 and verse 9, it says, and the great dragon was cast out. That old serpent,
right,
called the devil and Satan.
See, that dang dragon whole time is really a serpent, right? Doing the same old stuff. So it's basically telling you he spent the block of you one more time. Which goes into, the symbol of, which we'll get into it, but you got it.
Yeah, kind of.
So you gotta understand this. You got it. You can finish the verse.
Yeah, Revelation 12, and now I'm gonna just continue. It says, "Which deceiveth the whole world."
So he deceived the whole world, man. He had people thinking he was putting us on good things and having them become wise. Actually like on point. Align with God. That's what the serpent did from the beginning, basically. So it's basically what it's saying. He's the old serpent. He's the same old.
The same thing.
Yeah. So that's what's being revealed in the end. Because remember, declaring the end from the beginning. But we'll get there. You got it.
Yeah, kind. It says, "Which deceiveth the whole world." He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
All right. So when you go back to get to this point. All right. It says, but the Lord he gave power to these people to do this, because again it goes back into what? It goes back into Daniel, the 2nd chapter. Starting with Nebuchadnezzar and the rest of the heathens that would be set up. So, but what will go on, right? Like it did. What will go on, because it went on with Nebuchadnezzar, who was the head of the statue, was what? And he, verse 6 back in Revelation 13, and he opened his mouth and blasphemy, right? Matter of fact, if you can get Daniel 5 and 14, before we read this, I said we're gonna go into details on it, but just so you can understand, it's the same. It's this. So when like the next layer of this comes out, you'll already be like equipped enough to be in the swing of it.
God, kind of there.
5 and what's that? Let's start at 18.
Yeah, Daniel chapter 5 verse 18. It says, "O thou King, the Most High God."
Who's he talking to? You got it.
"Gave Nebuchadnezzar."
Yeah, well, this is his son.
"Thy father."
Right.
Yep. "Thy father a kingdom and majesty."
Right, and that kingdom was that head of gold. The beginning part of that statue. You got it.
Yep. It says, "O thou King, the Most High God gave Nebuchadnezzar thy father a kingdom and majesty and glory and honor.
See? Who did?
The Most High God
Did what?
gave.
See? Gave. Go ahead.
Nebuchadnezzar, thy father, a kingdom and majesty and glory and honor.
Yeah. So, remember, Nebuchadnezzar, he the one who had the dream of the statue, right? But it said that statue, when we get into the word beast, right, is aligned with. Because that beast is a composition of different parts. Because it's synonymous with the word monster, which is a composition of different parts. So like again, like I said, a leopard, but bare feet, you know what I'm saying? That's beast, monster like, right? Monstrosity is dealing with deformities, abnormalities. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 months or something, this is, you know, you got 3 of these, you know what I'm saying? Things that's just completely unlawful that can't go on, like too much freedom when it comes to this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do as thou. That's like that's if you could see it physically, but the point is spiritually, it will be an abnormality, a deformity. You know what I'm saying? A degenerating kingdom. You know, society. You see all these abnormalities and deformities. You know? You got it.
Yeah, kind.
Women's rights and all this, that's like a damn deformity.
Exactly.
You know, abnormality. That's abnormal. You know?
Crazy.
You got it.
Yeah, kind of continuing in this Daniel 5 and 19, it says, and for the majesty that he gave him.
Right, and he gave him what? The setting up of Babylon. You know? The Babylonian captivity. You know? It says king of Nebuchadnezzar. You just did some, you know, simple research on him. He's the king of Babylonia who destroyed Jerusalem.
Yep.
All these kingdoms destroyed Jerusalem. That's why we're not a part of the statue he's seen. Right? And he will be taken down, right? But post him getting high-minded, him having a plan that his way is right, you know, that these other kingdoms, which will be basically heathens, other heathens of other ethnicities getting their turn, will also do. All the way down to what you see now, which is the last 10 toes, which is Esau now. You know? He think it's him.
Right.
You know? But he don't realize in essence this was given. Cause he's of the serpent, Satan. This goes back to the beginning. This was given. This was allowed. You know? Which they're just doing the same thing. So all of this is able to be based off what the serpent did. You know? When you get into this Ouroboros, right? This is how it started. This is how it's gonna end. Right? But before I get that, I wanna actually get some better. Let's go forward. Alright. Let's go forward, man. So right here, this would be a good one. So this is what the beginning was. Now, lepers can't change their spots. The crooked serpent, right, can't make himself straight because he was made to, he was just in thought of, you know, being crooked. And we can prove this is what the scripture's talking about on a further level now. So if he got a chance to be again, he will what? Right? This is a circle, right? Let me just scroll down. I'll say, play. Go back real quick. Yeah, nah, I ain't loading. 1 second. Okay, here we go. So if he got a chance to do what to be again, right? He gonna be the same old serpent, the circle, right? He gonna just double back. You know what I'm saying?
Completely, yeah.
He gonna make another circle. You know, But, I'm just saying that, spiritually. But we'll come back to that, right? Because I don't want to, say too much just yet. I really could say it, but I'm probably gonna hold my tongue, man. I'm gonna hold my tongue to get this more. You got it, Op.
Yeah, kind. So back to this Daniel 5, 18 it says, verse 19, it says, and for the majesty that he gave him.
That who gave him?
That he gave him.
That who did what?
He gave him.
Go ahead. Yep.
All people,
yep.
Nations, and languages.
See? How many?
All. All people, nations, and languages.
Crazy.
Trembled and feared before him.
Before who?
Before him.
Same thing,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got it.
It says
we in the 10 toes now, and we reading about Revelation where pretty much you got people doing that to this beast that now is. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because that's what has been going on. That was the agenda. And that was by way of who again? The dragon. The dragon gave power to this beast. What does the dragon go back to?
Serpent.
The damn serpent. Same old thing, but we'll get there. You got it.
Yeah, kind. It says, whom he would, he slew, and whom he would, he kept alive.
Yeah.
And whom he would, he set up.
Right.
And whom he would, he put down.
See, that's Revelation 13 talk. You got it.
Yeah. And also this Daniel 5 and 19, I was just continuing.
Yeah.
But verse 20 says, but when his heart was lifted up.
But who's what?
But when his heart.
Yeah, that's the point.
Was lifted up. And his mind hardened in pride.
Go ahead.
He was deposed from his kingly throne.
Yep.
And they took his glory from him.
Let's read this in 21.
Yeah. It says, and he was driven from the sons of men. And his heart was made like the beast. And his dwelling was with the wild asses. They fed him with grass like oxen. And his body.
Let's read that from the top.
Yeah, kind. Daniel chapter 5 and verse 21.
For those that missed it, you got it.
It says, and when he was driven from the sons of men, and his heart was made like the beast.
And who? And like the what?
Like the beast.
See? And who's what?
And his heart
was what?
Was made.
Like what?
Like the beast.
Like the what?
Like the beast.
Like the what?
Like the beast.
See? Like the beast. So this is not actual beast you're reading about. So all these heathens, right? Like this final heathen we actually reading about Revelation 13 are just beasts like in they mind. Due to what? Which we get when we get into that word revelation. I mean beast and revelation, you'll understand. Their abnormalities, the things they got together that don't go together. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, right? In this sense. But you got it.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, continuing. It says, and his heart was made like the beast, and his dwelling was with the wild asses. It says they fed him with grass like oxen, and his body.
See, they fed him with what?
With grass.
Now, what's like grass? All flesh. And again, that's likened unto what? This. Right. Surviving off flesh. So when these which we got explain more to Boris. Cause like I said, this brother, the brother Pashai, he went into it. And he did a great job of going into it. But there's more things that I want to touch on through the Spirit that the Lord was showing me, with it. You know what I'm saying? That we've been speaking on over here, but you got it.
Yep. Yep. It says, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven.
Yep.
It says, till he knew the... Slide, let me read that again.
That's again in Isaiah 4:40. All flesh is as
grass.
You know. But we come back to that. You got it.
Yeah, it says, till he knew that the Most High God ruled in the kingdom of men.
See? It's crazy. You got it.
And that he appointed it.
And then who?
And that he appointed over it whomsoever he will.
No, Nebuchadnezzar will.
Whomsoever he will.
No, the dragon will.
Whomsoever he will.
See that? But when you reading that, you're basically figuring out, when you're reading about what the serpent is, what the dragon is trying to do, it makes sense with this Aboros. He's trying to play the Most High, right? He trying to play God. That's what he telling. That's the message there. That's the moral. You know, but you got it.
Yeah, kind. It says, verse 22. It says, and thou his son, O Belshazzar, hast thou not humbled thine heart?
Has who?
Hast thou? Has not humbled thine heart?
Whose heart?
Has not humbled thine heart.
See that? Go ahead.
Though thou knewest all this.
Though who?
Though thou
did what?
Knewest all this.
How much?
All.
See? So it's the same thing. It's just a damn repeating cycle.
Yep.
Never ending, cycle, if you will. So it's going, it's just getting more apparent of what was going on, right, from the beginning. So the devil is going. He's just coming with it this time. Satan, you got something?
No, I was just my mind. What came to my mind was, is it obvious? That question.
Yeah, it's getting more plain. Knowledge is being increased. So when we read on the Revelation 13, it says, before again, and they worshiped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him, right? That's these people who are in a way, mentally, the majority. That's why they call us the minority. Because it's really more of them, apparently. We hid in prison houses and don't got no say.
Yeah.
So it's like we the lesser, and that's how it started in actuality. But even though we done populated probably way more than any nation, we still in a way, right, that counts, a minority.
Exactly.
The minority. You got it.
Yeah, and a few other points too. They take us out really young to the point where we don't get representation like how they did throughout the scriptures, where they tried to kill out young men. You know what I'm saying? So we populate, but a lot of times we end up out of the scene before we even get able to have representation or be counted really of.
Yeah, we not of nothing. We don't have no say. We the powerless. So these people who's like unto the beast, who is able to make war, and who can have a problem with this? Because it's basically a heat. Like they say, it's a man's world. It's a heathen world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's a white man's world. So he's the majority. When you see that in the votes, the election process, they talk about the majority votes, the popular votes, the electoral votes, all that. You know what I'm saying? Which don't even make sense, because we mainly got Israelites voting and we the most of all people. How could that be? Because you the minority, and it's less of us in the way that counts.
Exactly.
Which is having say-so, having influence and power, dictatorship. We it's more heathens having say, because there's more heathens in those areas. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You don't got nobody Israel in the power seat. Yahweh Shah said his kingdom is not from this world. So even if he was here, which he was at a point in time, you wouldn't have we the minority, man. So he was saying that. He was like, the what's that, Mark is 17, Matthew 16, basically 17, one of those. He was saying how when they asked him and Peter to pay tribute, he was like, who did the Gentiles, the strangers, right, take taxes from. And he was like, basically us. And then he's like, then are the children free? You know what I'm saying? So basically it was showing like the status quo and how we didn't have a say. And he was laying out like what the actuality of everything was. Things like Matthew
17.
Yeah, 17. You can bring it out.
Yeah, come see. Yeah, it's 17 and 24 of Matthew. It says, and when they were come to Capernaum, they that received tribute money came to Peter and said, does not your master pay tribute? And this is like proof we wasn't in power because we was being forced to pay tribute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It says, he said yes. And when he has, let me read that again. And when he was come into the house, Yahushua prevented him, saying, what thinkest thou, Simon? And of whom do the kings of the earth take custom?
Do the who?
Of whom do the kings?
Do the what?
Of whom do the kings?
Of where?
Of the earth.
Of the where?
Of the earth.
Remember, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. This is the Lord confirming that. We ain't got no, and that's how they're able to say, in reality, in certain reality, we are, a certain aspect of reality, we are the minority. And this was basically he co-signing.
Yeah, God.
You got it?
Yeah. I'm start from the top, Matthew 17 and 25. It says, he said yes. And when he was coming to the house, Yahushua prevented him, saying, what thinkest thou, Simon? Of whom do the kings of the earth take custom or tribute? Of their own children or of strangers?
Go ahead.
Peter said unto him, of strangers. Yahushua said unto him, then are the children free.
Yep. So we ain't got no say. And it's going to prove it next verse.
Verse 27. It says, notwithstanding, lest we should offend them, go thou to the sea and cast an hook and take up the fish that first cometh up. And when thou hast opened his mouth, thou shalt find a piece of money, that take and give unto them for me and thee.
Yep. So that's just basically, backing that up. But anyway, backing that up, this is Revelation 13, and that's why their mentality is this, right? And they worship the beast, which gave power unto the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. Right, and they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him? Like, it's the best thing ever. America is the best thing ever. Heathens, white man constantly ruling is the best thing ever. Because why? He a heathen. So all the other heathens going to benefit. We not going to benefit. But see, this is what Jakes think they could do. They think they could be like heathens and be treated like heathens. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You're not a heathen for real. The Lord already said to them, you're a stranger. That's like to them, to you, they're a stranger. You're not an actual, you're not they're the kings of the earth. They run stuff. But nonetheless, moving on, it says, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things of blasphemy, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And who would that be? You could say it's the dragon, you could say it's the beast. Really, it's the beast. But the beast is coming in the spirit of the dragon. It's being by way of the dragon, which is that serpent. This is going to say it, right? And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, who gave him that, right? So they bringing forth something for everybody except for God, in favor of everybody except for God, in favor to where people don't want a war except for God. You know what I'm saying? And those that's not of this, which is the saints. Those that's being conformed to the image of the Messiah, the true Messiah, right? To blaspheme his name and his tabernacle. See that? And that proves it. He's going to blaspheme against God, his name, and his tabernacle, which will be us and them that dwell in heaven. And it was, remember, that's 2 Thessalonians 2. He exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worship. Because why? He has God-like power in the earth. Because God gave him power. He gave him God-like power in the earth. He allowed it. But the thing with it is the dragon got people believing like is of him. Like he's the beast is accrediting benefiting back to the serpent.
Right.
So that's God to people. Because the serpent not going to be like, well, it's God. But see, that's why we give all praise to the Heavenly Father. That way he gets his glory, like the Son did. But see, that's the difference. But it says, and it was given unto him to make war, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints. It just said no one wants to war with this thing. Because they don't have a problem with it. But he want to war with the saints. Why? Because they have a problem with him. He has a problem with them. They won't conform. And to overcome them. They're not of him.
That also draws another line of that minority. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot more, even of Israel, will follow that beast. You know what I'm saying? So the saints are few.
Yep, that's right. That's right. But see, that's what we're gonna get into to just prove all what it's saying. Because this ain't the point. Point starting 11 through 15. It says, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations, just like in Maccabees. He was this. That's what this is talking about. So when you read on, it says, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of the life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. Exactly. So they gonna conform, right? If any man have ears, let him hear. He that leadeth the captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth the sword must be killed the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. Now, it's key to note what the sword is. It's key to note that there's many ways to kill, right? Different types of killing instruments. One being the mouth, right? Swords also being likened unto words. But specifically what? The Bible. Here is the, captivity being, likened unto not just physical physical bondage, but mental bondage. You know what I'm saying? Period. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So we know this. So this is a heavy layered, verse right here. Yeah, we know the so-called white man put us in slavery, but on what way, on what level, Salah? On what way and what level, and what layers, and what aspects, So this is completely tied to what we about to read. Now watch this. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he held another beast coming up out of the earth. See that? This is another beast. And he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. See that? So that is what makes you beast-like. When you get this word beast, right? We're going to go ahead and get into this and wrap this up. This word beast right here in the Greek.
Strong's G 2342.
Strong's G 2342. Therian.
It says this word. So it's not a literal beast. It's dealing with man, wild man, savage, ferocious. Right? We're going to come back to this. But I want to just show you this real quick. You get the word beast and the etymology. It says, let's go right here. Beast, right? A marvelous creature, a monster, right? So a monster, right? Now you go back here. All right, so you get this word beast, right?
Beast.
You're going to jump down. An animal as opposed to a human. It says a creature. Creature means creation. Now, the synonym that we want to get right here, you see, is monster. Monster. Now, when we go back to this word, beast, you're going to see that word monster, in the etymology being a part of it. Monster, right? So let's get that word monster. Yeah. Let's get that word monster. Alright. It says what? You got it out. I'm going to read this. Come from monstre. You got it.
Yes, from monstre. It says malformed animal or human.
It's a malformed animal or human. You got it.
It says a creature, or it says creature afflicted with a birth defect.
Now, we're going to read on. It says what? And directly from Latin monstrum, it's a divine omen. Especially will indicate misfortune, portent, sign. You got it. You read that.
It says abominable shape, monster, monstrosity. It says figuratively repulsive character, object of dread, awful deed, abomination.
All right. Now we're gonna jump down. This is the point. It says. It also goes into, well, we'll come back to that, but this is the point. Right here.
Yeah.
You can just read all of it. The point in this, you got it.
Yeah, start from the top. It says abnormal or prodigious animals were regarded as signs or omens of impending evil. Extended by late 14th century, it says to fabulous animals composed of parts of creatures.
It says animals what?
Composed of parts of creatures.
So that's the statue. See that? So this beast, right, is a composition of different parts that don't go together, right? And then, and it's just spiritual talk, because when you read on, it says person of inhuman cruelty or wickedness, person regarded with horror because of moral deformity. You know what I'm saying? So, things that shouldn't be, like, it ain't supposed to be like that. It's like looking at a deformed person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's basically that, man. So, again, coming back here, it says that's what it means. It's beast. Now that beast ultimately is just the serpent, venomous, and or you could say it's venomous because it's of the serpent. So it's serpent-like. Now when we go on, right? It says, and I beheld another beast, verse 11 in Revelation 13. It says, coming up out of the earth. Remember, this first beast was from the, oh yeah, I forgot, I gotta grab that too to prove this. When you further get to that word beast, like I said, everything I said previously is to back up everything I'm about to say now. So when you get to that word beast, right? Because we only went into what? Monster, right? When you get further into the word, just go further into the word beast. It says what? Well, when you jump down, it says, where is it at? So yeah, when you get further into beast, it'll take you to monster again, but it's what it leads on to further say, that word monster, which is what? Sea monster. It says a huge, hideous, or terrible marine animal. Look, from sea plus monster. What does it say?
Sea serpent is attested from. Sea serpent is attested from.
1640s.
Yeah, 1640s.
So this goes back in the 1640s, like sea monster was a sea serpent. So this is all spiritual. And what's even more heavier about it, like I said, when you go back to this 13th chapter and jumps up and say this beast from the sea. You know what I'm saying? So it's in essence the serpent. Is in essence the serpent, because this dragon, right, is the essence of this beast, right? Which is again, beast being a damn sea, a monster, you know, a sea monster, you know. So it's crazy, man. And then when you get further into it, we're going to come back to this, but it says sea dragon. All right? Sea dragon. It's a sea dragon. That's who gave the power. So that's really what came up. That's what gave the power to this beast, a sea dragon. Now, this beast says it's said to be from the earth. Now it says, and I beheld another beast, right? So all of this gave way by what? The damn serpent. You know, because it was water before it was what? Land. You know, water represent what? Spirit. Earth represent man. You know, so you got the beast from the sea and you got the beast from the earth. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had so man made this up. This came by man, you know, but all this started by a spirit, you know. It says, and he had, just to keep it simple, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. All right, he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So this is what is being described in the meaning of what? Monster. It's a composite. It's a creature composed of what? Let me get it again. It says fabulous animals composed of parts of creatures. So it's it's a dragon, but it got 2 horns like a lamb. But it talked like it got the voice of a dragon. You know, the speech, the etc. The lingo of a dragon. You know? Which we know that word dragon deals with just laws. But now we can go ahead and simplify this. So when you get into this on an initial level, you got the 2 horns representing what? What this man stand for. You know? Political party.
Ever wonder how constitutional carry affects you?
So again, this guy, what this guy's of. You got one horn representing one political party, the other horn representing the other political party. But they're on the same beast. Now, what's even crazier about that is, when you go back into this word beast, right? So I'm just stripping this down like this is a little bit further, but it's more clear, straight to the point. When you get into this word beast, check this out. Beast, right? Wild beast. You know, take you to monster. It says mermaids. I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna do that. Let me go there. Was that heavy? Because that's dealing with the water. But anyway, look what this say. It says, where is it at? Right here in sea monster. It says a sea monster, right? Beast breaks down a monster, monster breaks down the sea monster, which is a sea serpent, right? But it says sea monster. A sea monster might be called sea wolf in Old English. Sea draca, sea dragon, a sea wolf. What did the Lord say? I seen you in the midst of wolves. People got sheep's clothing, but they wolves inwardly. Right? Now, even if you like, okay, well that's in monster. It's not. It said right here in beast. This is beast, a marvelous creature, a monster, mermaids, werewolves, wolves. And what is the wolf known for in the scriptures? Putting on sheep's clothing, man. You know, this is what Trump is doing, the God Bless America Bible. So before we continue on, let's go ahead and just grab that. Let's grab that scripture.
It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves." It says, "Be ye therefore wise as serpents."
See, wise as serpents. Because it's a serpent like that. That's crazy. Look how both of them interchangeable. They both link. But keep going.
It says, "And harmless as doves."
Let's get the other one.
Matthew chapter 7 and verse 15, it says, "Beware of false prophets."
Hold on. Boom. All right. Go ahead.
"Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing."
Go ahead.
"But inwardly, they are ravening wolves."
Yep. So let's just pause this right here and just hit play on this video, right?
Greenwood. I'm proud to be partnering with my very good friend Lee Greenwood. Who doesn't love his song, God Bless the USA,
God Bless the
in
USA,
connection with promoting the USA Bible.
The USA
This
Bible.
Bible is the King James Version and also includes our founding father documents, yes, the Constitution, which I'm fighting for every single day, very hard, to keep Americans protected. Also, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, and the Pledge of Allegiance are all part of
God
this.
bless
the USA Bible,
and the USA Bible, and
it's very important
and very important to
I
me.
have a lot of people have it. You have to have it for your heart,
You have to have it for your heart, for your soul.
Now we could just stop right there. You're gonna have a lot of people have it, and you say you have to have it for your heart and for your soul. See that? You cannot make this up, man. So again, when you come back to this word beast, you know, it's not a literal beast. It's a creation. It's a composition of different parts. You know? And this beast is just synonymous with a kingdom, an empire, society, which again have been ruling since Genesis, when we lost. Right? For the purpose of what? Appeasing everybody. You know? Trying to really like stay in control. You know what I'm saying? Like, or in a thought of all inclusive. You know?
Right.
You had something?
Yeah, it's a little bit more down on that definition.
What definition?
When you go on the beast. This is right in line with what you just said.
Yeah, Con, we're gonna come right back to that then. Yeah, Con, yep.
Okay.
So, matter of fact, anyway, no, go ahead and bring it out. You got it.
Yeah, Con. So this in the when you scroll down in the definition for that word beast, it says in the book of Revelation 13 through 20, it says, under the figurative of a beast is depicted Antichrist. It says both his person and his kingdom and power.
See that? Is of his what? And his what?
Both his person and his kingdom.
See?
And power.
So this is dealing with a kingdom. So we'll come back to that, Lord will. So when you read on, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. What do brothers teach this is about? The elders teach this is about. You know, the Democrats versus the Republican Party. The plebeians versus the publicans, which is a concept started in Rome, because this is Rome 2.0, right? But he's trying to come off as if he's Christ-like. That's this the end all be all. This revelation. But he's coming with draconian legislation. He's talking like a dragon. He's trying to come off like a lamb, but when you hear him and listen to him, he's dragging like he's deceiving you. It's a serpent, which we'll get back into. It says, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him. He caused the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. See that? That's Rome coming back. But really, when you get into it on a further level, right? Which we'll deal with in the next video, Lord will. It says, whose deadly wound was healed, because they brought Rome back. That's the miry clay, the latter end of the statue, because you got the legs being of what in Daniel 2. What's that? Iron. Yeah, iron. No, that's iron. You right. That's iron. And then Rome fell. You know, you had what's called the medieval times, the Dark Ages, which is when we was ruling. And then after that, they took over again. Hence, they brought Rome back. That's why when you go through America, you see basically Rome everywhere, or Greek. But Greek, remember, the Romans wasn't nothing more than Edomites that took over where Greek left off. Right. You know what I'm saying? Who's the Dies? You know what I'm saying? And then you know, once all that would end, they would come back after their fall as Rome, who took over where Greece left. So Rome was nothing more than, you know, that's why Romans spoke Greek and all of this. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And fast forward, and they stole that from Japhet, who was the Etruscans, right, who Rome belonged to. You know, Esau the damn devil. And then they made Rome some all-inclusive crap. It was a beast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody can get there. Yep. You know, and two brothers fought over it, Romulus and Romulus, and I forget the Remus and Romulus. That's where you get the word Rome from. But nonetheless, that failed. We took over. They came back, but not as strong. They're iron and miry clay now. What's that word, miry clay? Clay, you go into that. That pretty much goes into the debt, you know, like quicksand, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Was one of the elder. I heard the elder Rami Live. He brought that up before. But that's one of the words that you go into and you get the meaning. You get that through the meaning of it. That's what that. I forget what chapter that is right now. But nonetheless, man. So Rome is back as America, and we at we in the foot part of the statue, which is all these different materials composed together. Right. A beast. Exactly. But it's all of the dragon, because it was through him all this was able to be. Heathens were able to rule. Things that wasn't of God. You know? And it was through what? Having the image of God, trying to taint the image of God, trying to alter the image of God, having the image of God. Damn, it's a lot. So yeah, man. So yeah, with that being said, because I don't want to keep this going too much longer, it says, and he exercises the power of all, the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, and so that he make it. This is, you know, the so-called white man, his miracles, these elites that's able to bring back Rome. You know what I'm saying? Simple. About just be rebuilding stuff. You know? That's Trump's whole message. Make America great again. You know, their inward thoughts, their house shall continue forever. That's all of the serpent. Hence, or Boris. Right? Or Aberos. However you want to pronounce it. You know? Period. That was his plan from the beginning. So we're gonna actually do a lesson on how this is truly like scriptural is in the scriptures. But that's that. And closing this out in a point. And he doeth great wonders so that he maketh fire to come down. So that he maketh fire to come down on the earth and the sight of men. Right? And deceiveth them on the earth by the means of those miracles. Yeah, all these things he's able to do and conjure up to make people think he's more than what he is, from missiles and, you know, fireworks, rockets, you know what I'm saying? Warlike power. And deceiveth them on the earth, high level warlike power. You know, as far as men know on earth. The Lord on a whole nother level, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image, just to point to the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live. That's that. Now when you listen to, I'm going to read the last verse. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So all that is in the scriptures, and we're just going to run through the rest of these scriptures real quick. This is Salakia. John 16 and 2, if you can bring it up.
Yeah, come on. John 16 and 2.
Mm-hmm. We're going to start at 1.
Yep. St. John 16 and verse 1. It says, "These things have I spoken unto you, that you should not be offended."
See, that you should not be offended. You shouldn't stumble. Go ahead.
It says, "They shall put you out of the synagogues."
Yeah, you think something else going on. Wait, what is this, man? I thought, nah, man. Persecution. You got it?
It says, "Yeah, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth the Heavenly Father service."
That who?
That he doeth God service. So like,
see, that whosoever do what?
Whosoever killeth you.
What's coming?
Whosoever killeth you.
What's coming again? Jump a little bit before that.
Yeah, it says that they shall put you out of the synagogues.
What's coming?
Yeah, the time cometh.
Go ahead.
That whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth God service.
Think that he doeth God service. That's persecution. That's going to be suffered by those that are believers. Let's get that. 2 Timothy 3 and 12. You just bring it out on the screen.
Yeah, got it.
A couple more. You got it.
Yeah, this book of 2 Timothy chapter 3 and 12. It says, "Yeah, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushai."
How many?
And all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushai, or Jesus Christ. It says, shall suffer persecution.
See, that's it. So that's what, again, St. John 24 is talking about. Hopefully we covered that. You got the 2 Timothy again? The 2 Timothy 3, just in case we didn't get it. 3 and what was it? Verse.
12.
Man, yeah.
Yeah, 2 Timothy chapter 3 and 12, it says, yeah, and all that will live godly.
How many?
And all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushai shall suffer persecution.
Which is what this is talking about. St. John 16 and 1.
Yeah, St. John 16 and 1, it says, these things.
Just jump to 2.
Yeah, verse 2. It says, they shall put you out of the synagogues. It says, yeah, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth God service.
That who?
That he doeth God service.
Why? Because that's what people gonna have in their mind through this damn devil pushing to them. What he say again? You know, but you know, before we continue on that, let's go here. 2nd Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. Right? But the Spirit telling me to go here. So let's just play this. You know, and tell me what you think.
God bless the keep Americans protected. It also includes our founding father documents.
So this is him pushing his Bible. This is him before he get in office. This is him before he got in office. Right? Before he has gotten office.
Constitution, which I'm fighting for every single day, very hard. To keep Americans protected. Also, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, and the Pledge of Allegiance are all part of this. God bless the USA Bible, and it's very important and very important to me. I want to have a lot of people have it. You have to have it for your heart, for your soul.
So you have
Many of you have never read them and don't know the liberties and rights you have as Americans and how you are being threatened to lose those rights. It's happening all the time. It's a very sad thing that's going on in our country, but we're going to get it turned around. Religion and Christianity are the biggest things missing from this country. And I truly believe that we need to bring them back, and we have to bring them back fast. I think it's one of the biggest problems we have. That's why our country is going haywire. We've lost religion in our country. All Americans need a Bible in their home, and I have many. It's my favorite book. It's a lot of people's favorite book. This Bible is a reminder that the biggest thing we have to bring back America and to make America great again is our religion. Religion is so important. It's so missing, but it's going to come back, and it's going to come back strong, just like our country is going to come back strong. In the end, we do not answer to bureaucrats in Washington. We answer to God in heaven. Christians are under siege. We must protect content that is pro-God. We love God, and we have to protect anything that is pro-God. We must defend God in the public square and not allow the media or the left-wing groups to silence, censor, or discriminate against us. We have to bring Christianity back into our lives and back into what will be again a great nation. Our founding fathers did a tremendous thing when they built America on Judeo-Christian values. Now that foundation is under attack, perhaps as never before. What can we do? Stand up, speak out, and pray that God will bless America again. I'm proud to endorse and encourage you to get this Bible. We must make America pray again. We must make America pray again. To get this Bible, we must make America pray again. Pray, bless America again. I'm proud to endorse and encourage you to get this Bible. We must make America pray again. Pray that God will bless America again. I'm proud to endorse and encourage you to get this Bible. We must make America pray again. Pray, get educated, get motivated, and stand with me and the legions of Americans asking God to bless our great nation, to bring our great nation back, and to make America great again. I'm proud to partner with Lee in this offering. He's a very special man. Both as a talent, but maybe even more so as a human being. He's very special. And I think you all should get a copy of God Bless the USA Bible now and help spread our Christian values with others. There you have it. Let's make America pray again. God bless you. And God bless the USA.
So they gonna make America pray again. That's what he pushing. You got people aligned with this, man. So that's why he say that, these things have hey man, you got people thinking it's over with. You just covered. You finna be damn tested. You know what I'm saying? Persecution finna come back and in style. Cause he's saying Christianity coming back in style. Well, what happened to the essence of the instituting of Christianity? Monks was getting put to death. So these things have I spoken unto you, John 16:1, that ye shall not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yet the time cometh that whosoever killeth you the time cometh that whosoever killeth you think that he do the service of God. So when you go to 2nd Ezra 6:16, just throwing this out here, you got it. 2nd Ezra 16:68.
Yep. 2nd Ezra chapter 16:68.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols."
See? They gonna feed you being idle, right? With things offered unto idols. But keep going.
Yeah. It says, verse 69, "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach, and trodden underfoot."
Consenting is doing what? What they want you to do according to Revelation 13, which is what? Make an image to the beast, meaning conform to the image, which the Lord told you not to do. Romans 12:2, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." And be not conformed to this world. And whose world is this? This is Esau's world. The world that's about to end. Though they think they're going to keep making it go. You can jump to that in Psalms.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the book of Psalms chapter 49 and verse 11. It says, "Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever."
That whose?
That their houses shall continue forever. And their dwelling places to all generations.
Yeah, see? So that's what it was from the beginning. That's what it ended. That's their goal. You go to this meta thing. This goes back to this. A boros, it's a serpent. So through the symbolism of a boros, it's showing you what the serpent, which they know thereof, goal was. It's for them to keep going. But see, on the initial level, it was just to get going and to keep going. That ain't work, so they about to double down. You know what I'm saying? Like Rome thought it was gonna go forever. This the final hoorah. And their way of going forever now is playing God, because this infinity sign is the numerical value, right? Symbol for the number 8, which is the numerical value of Yahweh, the Lord's name. That's why you will see some of these when you go into it. Actually, what? Let's go forward, or just get into some of these. Standing up. That's a damn dragon. They know what they're doing, what they saying. All of this, man. Right here. But there you go right there, man. Period. His goal in the beginning was to keep going. His goal at the end is to keep going. Again. But now he's going to keep going through what? Christianity, trying to play God, trying to basically make people, basically the same thing from the beginning, make people think he's in line with God, to get them really aligned with him. Now he's in power. But we'll get into that, a Boros lesson, later. You know? Lord will. It's all through here. All Boros, or Boros. And they tell you, you know, that's what meta all about. You know? And you know, I'll say less for now. Alright. But you got it. We can jump back.
Okay.
So again, we're not supposed to be conformed to the image. We're not conformed to this world. Because this world is set to end, right? It's not set to keep going. So if you conform to it, being an Israelite, being of Jacob, one that's to actually be of the world to come, you're doing what? You're helping this world keep going. You know? Whether you realize it or not. You know? What's that? 2nd Ezra 6 and 8. It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Right? For Esau is the end of the world. Let's go back to Serpent. It says, but for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. See that? So, if you conform to this world, you basically putting more. You basically helping this motion play out. You know. And this will play out by the devil getting you to believe as an Israelite, you know, as his chosen, or as just a person on the earth, you align with God. Because that's what he's selling you. You know? So, yeah, that's that. You got out.
Yeah. Hopping back to the second Esdras.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Second Esdras chapter 16 verse 69.
Yep.
Yep. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach, and trodden underfoot.
Yeah, because you can't make a covenant with death. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say that. The Lord says those that try to do that, do what? Make a covenant with death. He said it's going to be disannulled. You know? Again, Isaiah 28:15, because ye have said we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement? Are we at agreement? Who gonna make war with this beast? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. When the overscoring flourish shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled. Let me just jump to this real quick. Yeah. Matter of fact, we're going to start at 16. Therefore, thus said the Lord God, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone. See that? A sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste. That's going to be the same stone to take out the statue, the beast. So you want to be of that. That's the church. You of the rock. You of the body. You know what I'm saying? It says, judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet. And the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, which is really the spirit. Hard, cold facts. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It says, and the water shall overflow the hiding place. It's going to drown this place out. Right? That's why the Lord said, you know, the spirit going to be in us, as, you know, in John 4, water's flowing from the belly. Yeah. Everlasting.
There you go.
You know? No one ain't going to be able to make it stop. There's a flood. You know? And the flood is synonymous with what? Noah. Mm-hmm. And those that brought the end of the wicked world.
Exactly.
Preaching in righteousness. which is what the kingdom consists of. You know, it says, which is the world to come. So you can't be conformed to this world. By you doing that, of what I just said with the Noah thing and all of that, you're not being conformed to this world. You're bringing an end to this world, which is why they want a war too, which is what this crap that they're presenting is a attempt at. He's going, he's blaspheming against God. Like, yeah. Because if it was also real, you could just get us. If you trying, this is another image they trying to push out. So when you read on, what was I at? Isaiah 28. It says, when the overscoring floor shall pass through, then shall ye be trodden down by. Because all this word is going to wipe out everything that's not of it. Which is, Esau. Like, this is not the Lord. This is not finna work. Ain't gonna be no meta. That's the whole vision of meta. You live in the meta universe. Exactly. So, again, continuing, it says, for the time cometh, right? Yeah, that's basically it, man. So that's why you don't want to be conformed to this world. But you got out.
Yep, Yep, 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 69, it says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision.
See?
And in reproach, and trodden underfoot.
And they're going to laugh at you, man, because remember that serpent deceived you to begin with. Yep. He deceived the whole world. You got it?
Yeah, verse 7.
It was for him to keep going. But he goes off eating himself.
Exactly.
His own society. You know what I'm saying? While trying to be through being in the form of trying to take the form of Yahweh. The Yahweh Shah. Another Jesus. You got it.
Yep.
So end on. You got it.
Yeah, verse 7 he says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Because the image of the beast, right, that these people are going to bow to is believed to be, the image of being in the Son of God. So anybody that's not in, that's not only how Trump's saying to be on it, how they showing to be of it, they're going to be like, it's the devil.
Exactly.
Again, which is why he said, whosoever killeth you,
gonna believe.
Yeah, they going to think they doing God's service.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, that's on back to St. John chapter 16 and verse 2.
So you can't get confused when you see these people when come with Bibles, all that's possible.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You got it?
Yep. Verse 2 says, verse 1, it says, these things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended.
Go ahead.
It says, verse 2, they shall put you out of the synagogues. Yeah, the time cometh that whomsoever killeth you will think that he doeth God's service.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, and these things will they do unto you because they have not known the Father nor me.
Yep. Exactly, man. You guys.
Yep. It says, but these things have I told you, that when they shall come, ye may remember that I told you of them. And these things I said not unto you at the beginning, because I was with you.
That's spiritual.
Yeah.
Jump back.
Yep. 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 71. It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Yep, exactly. Because to fear the Lord is not to be, in actuality, is not to be making that's not, it's, according to this, it's not gonna be praying again. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be, truly worshiping God according to what truth is here. Because these people that took the Lord's covenant in their mouth, they done turned everything upside down, and all these people gonna pass on and believe it. They're gonna all pass on and just believe the crap. When, all this was a crafty counsel, it's the Spirit, Psalms 83:3. Matter of fact, let me start at 1. It says, "Keep not thou silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." Because these damn devils already know what time it is. They know the scriptures. They know the history. They know about Rome. They know about that. That's why they don't make movies about Esau and Jacob. They don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? They don't do any of that. They already know. All the damn Rothschilds been dying. They all know. You know? Reading though, it says, they have consulted together with one consent. It says, they are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, that's the first people. The Ishmaelites and the Moab, and of Moab, and of Hagarine, Gabal, and Ammon, Amma, and Amalek, right? The small hats, as they call them, it says the Philistines, with the and brothers call them with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. It says they have hoping the children of Lot, you know. All of that, man. That's the who can make war against the beast. You know, this is all in our face. This is the greatest America. They say America is the greatest country on earth, man. You know, God bless America. All this crap, man. They right. I'll take this down. Anyway, it says verse 15. It says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak." See that? Yep. And cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So there's not even a mark. That's not even a mark. These people are going to be thinking they conform to the image of God, which they're going to be pressing the people. You know what I'm saying? And that's so about keeping a status in America. They're going to be with it. And anybody else that's not on it, how they, well, they ain't the breakdown type job. They go on. Us. You talking about you? It's like, no, God loves everybody. No, God loves everybody. It's gonna get, these devils know what they doing, and that's their way of getting this man, which is really predictive programming, to be bought into, which the elites are using him to be bought for them to be bought into, for what? This crap to play out, for them to continue forever, But we'll get more into that. You got out.
Yeah, kind. Back to 2nd Esdras
71.
16 and 71. It says, "They shall be like mad men, sparing none."
Crazy. Go ahead.
"But still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord."
That's actually in the image of the Son. This image is a false image of the Son. It's an inverted image of the Son. It's another Jesus. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm perceiving. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and get that. We'll close out. You got it. You bring it up.
Yeah, it's on 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 4. It says,
look, check this out.
Yeah, we're gonna start at verse 3. It says, "But I fear, lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety."
As the what?
As the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Hamashiach,
See?
or Christ.
Go ahead, Hamashiach. Go ahead.
As you may know.
Yeah.
Yep. It says,
"For." So people gotta wake up, man. You got it. You got it. It's a lot. Go see this real quick. Yeah, it's crazy. Snake, serpent with the ancients. The serpent was an emblem of cunning wisdom, an emblem. So you can't make this up.
Look, of cunning wisdom.
That's that crafty counsel. That's that old serpent. It was the beast that was what? More subtle than any beast in the field. See that? Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, "Yeah, hath God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?" And when you get further into this Ouroboros, you actually gonna see symbols. You'll see images of it Let me see if I can get one. Some might think this is a game or something. You know, I'll just save it for the next lesson. It's alright. So with that, we'll go ahead and come back here. Get this word subtle to show this. We got our Irawam, which means what?
Strong's H, 6175.
Strong's H, 6175.
Arum.
Crafty.
Arum.
Second entry.
Arom.
Prudent is looking forward to the future, right? So that's dealing with what? Their inward thoughts is the house shall continue forever in all generations. So they're thinking about it when they're not even here. People to come after. And then that's also dealing with what? Yeah, that's also dealing with what? Cunning. That's also dealing with what? Predictive programming.
Right. Prudent, thinking about the things that come.
Yeah, they tell you this is gonna happen. It's clear this is gonna happen. So they can think.
So they get all the credit for
Yeah,
being correct.
he told us. Yeah.
No, and I brought up the word cunning because Esau was said to be a cunning hunter.
Yeah, exactly. Cunning hunter, because going back to the other word, crafty, which the crafty counsel is being taken against Israel that we may be cut off, starting with the tabernacles of who? Edom, Esau. You know, but you got out.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, back to the second Esdras 16 and verse 72.
Yep.
It says, "For they shall waste, and take away their goods, and cast them out of their houses."
Yep. So that's crazy, man. So they're gonna have people down. They're gonna have Israelites that ain't rooted in the Lord, down turning on the Lord. That's really how you gonna have apostasy. You're gonna have people down denouncing the Lord. Through persecution. And you be like, "No, I ain't gonna be me. Peter did it." In a way. Go ahead.
Yeah, verse 73. It says, "Then
go ahead,
shall they be known."
And this is why this has to happen, and why this power was given to the serpent to begin with. This is a part of fire.
Yeah. It says, "Then shall they be known, who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire."
Yep. So that's it, man. So you ain't got no goddamn sprockets, man. Have you survived? Have you believed through the Lord through this? That's why he said when he come on the earth shall he find faith. Remember, that's what Esau been doing for forever. Starting with Greek, he Hellenized everybody.
Exactly.
Nigga Hellenized everybody, man. We can actually just close on this one. In Maccabees, in the first chapter. All right. So you got, the Greeks, Alexander, he reigned 12 years and died, and blah blah blah. So jumping down to the point, it says they stored also with armor and victuals, verse 35, when they had gathered together the spoils of Jerusalem. See? Spoiling. Taking what you got. Taking you, it says, they laid up them there, and so they became a sore snare. For it was a place to lie in wait against the sanctuary, and an evil adversary to Israel. So they use our stuff against us, just to get us. They shed innocent blood on every side of the sanctuary and defiled it. And so once the inhabitants of Jerusalem fled because of them, whereupon the city was made an habitation of strangers.
It's crazy. That's those houses being, taken.
Yeah, it was a symbolism. It says, and became strange to those that were born in her. And exactly. So now we look at Israel. What the fuck is Israel? From, wherever, It says, and her own children left her, right? And So yeah, you can read on, man. This y'all crazy. Her sanctuary was laid like waste, like a wilderness. Her feasts were turned into mourning. Her Sabbaths into reproach. Her honor into contempt. Because our people was Hellenized. You know, they was conquered. And then when you read on, it says, moreover, and as had been her glory, so was her dishonor increased, and her excellency was turned into mourning. Moreover, King Antiochus or Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom, that all should be one people. Remember, Greek almost took over the whole earth, you know, on a smaller level.
Right.
Than Rome, and Rome just took over.
Continue.
Yeah, and they damn near took over everything. Yeah. But it says that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws, so all the heathen agreed. See, and that's that one statute. Mm-hmm. According to the commandment of the king. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. And that's it, man. And it says, for the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land. See? And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings, which will go back to Romans 12, which is the Lord telling us in the first verse about our reasonable service, how we actually worship the Lord. They're going to be like, basically, don't do that no more. You got to do it like this. It says, in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days and pollute the sanctuary and holy people. So that's basically it. And they, you know, and people was damn doing it, man. You know, to the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. That's the turn of things upside down. Because now, again, he's God. You know? He goddamn God. He think he God. He's above all that's called God. But he gonna have a rude awakening, which they know.
Exactly.
They know. So it started like this, and it's gonna end like this, but we'll break this down on a further note later. So with all that being said, we can continue on. You got it?
Come on.
Yep.
It's all 2 Corinthians?
No, 2 Corinthians 11.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 Corinthians 11 and verse 4. Yep. It says, for if he that cometh preacheth another Yahushua.
Yeah, another Jesus, another Yahushua. You got it.
It says, whom we have not preached.
Who?
Whom we have not preached. Mm-hmm. Or if ye receive another spirit.
It could be another spirit. You ain't got to be like, what's another one? They ain't really necessarily pushing another Yahushua. Or
if you receive another spirit, which ye have not received, or another gospel,
God love everybody,
which ye have not accepted, you might well bear with him.
Exactly, man. So that's basically what's already been noted. You know, and you got Israelites that was doing this throughout all time. And what spirit enticed this? The damn serpent.
Exactly.
So what do you think is about to happen again? They putting it in your face. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, let's close in the yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, that's what we believe that the image is being revealed to be. He might be the one to get this thing going, because it literally goes on to say, and he calls it all.
Right.
You know, a man. And this whole chapter is dealing with politics. So just want to throw that out there through the spirit. You know, Lord willing, everybody got some out of that. We're going to come back again and get into this. You know, so with that, call them La. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Kakadash. So the next one we're going to be dealing with pretty much showing the Arboros in the scriptures. And this plan that they have being one that they going to finalize, because they see it work at a certain time in history. So with that, so on.